So good afternoon, guys. Another little short video with a late hatch. This is probably a dark check cockbird, still squeaking. And this is a Jacob Poortvliet bird. Wanting out of there. But so he is 3 times inbred on Frau Antje, who a couple years ago was the fastest bird to fly in the Netherlands during the season she was flown. And I have a really nice pair of Portvliets. They actually survived the adenovirus, which kind of makes you wonder why they survived and the others did not. And they're in the front compartment of the mobile loft where there were a lot of fatalities from the adenovirus, and they lived through it just fine and got back to breeding. This was their first offspring I bred. He's not much for standing still, I guess, but a really nice handling pigeon. When you look at it, he's very typical of the line. When you look at him, it seems like once you've seen one, you've seen most of them. Kind of very similar type among them. He's got good vibration. He handles well. It's a little open in the vent, just a hair. You can not quite get your pinky in there. But a really nice handling pigeon. He looks a lot like his mother. I've noticed in breeding this line close, I'm starting to see little boots on him. This one has a few feathers on the leg, go over the center toe, and one in the nest right now, there's a blue bar, is also the same, also has a little slippered grouse leg. But I'm really happy so far with the Portvliet birds. There's not too many in the country. There were only a couple pairs imported. But Jacob Portvliet is one of the more successful fanciers in the Netherlands. If you go on YouTube, you can find some interviews with Jacob Portvliet. Kind of an interesting guy. Seemed to have had some health problems and overcame them, and bounced right back into being successful after he got over them. So a really top flyer. And Mel's Loft in New York imported a few pair, and I was able to get last year some of the offspring of those imports. I have a pair called they're called Sonic Boom is the cock, and the hen is called 11 Flight 43 because she's an 11 by 11. And so far I haven't seen any 11 flighted birds come off the pair. But I am really happy with this one. He's the first one I have. He is bred for stock to try to recover my stock birds. I don't know if that's going to focus or not. Doesn't look like it. But a really nice streamlined pigeon. You know, that it seems like with some of the better ones, you can kind of tell just by looking at them. Sometimes you don't even need to handle them, that they just look right when they pose. That you can say that's a nice pigeon. And so far I'm really happy with the results of this pair. They're starting to really get it together. So that pair is still together. They're on their second round now after the adenovirus. And like I said, for whatever reason, they survived. When the loft section they were in was pretty much a holocaust when it comes right down to it. So it's interesting why some survive and some don't. So, you know, I'm thinking maybe that line's got a little more vigor than the others did. You know, it's hard to tell. But that is another late hatch bird I'm stalking. I think it's a cock. In the process right now of getting more of the Portvliet birds from Mel's Loft. He is unfortunately going to he's going to retire from the sport, and he's given me a really good opportunity to get some of the original Portvliet imports and some of the better birds in the line. So I'm really thankful for his friendship and his help on these. So that is it, guys. Just a short video, another late hatch bird. I will see you next time. While we're here, I don't know if you can see, we got the door off the racing loft. The racing loft is on its way out. We're not going to race young birds this year, so I'm in the process of nuking that loft, and I'm going to build the race wing of the new loft first. So that loft is on its way out, probably going to be totally deconstructed. I've got hired help coming on Tuesday. It's probably going to be totally deconstructed and hauled out of here and be done, and have the ground open to start constructing the new racing loft. So looking forward to that. I will do some videos of the build once we do that. But that is it, guys. I will see you next time.